Hello children, welcome back to our chapter, There's a Girl by the Tracks. You remember what happened in the last chapter? I hope you all remember about Baleshwar Singh and Roma Talreja. Roma got into a train, fell down, and who helped her? Baleshwar helped her. He had carried her, she was bleeding, and he was looking for help. No one was giving him help, any kind of help. So let's find out if Baleshwar was able to save Roma or not. So innumerable motorists, innumerable means no number, kept coming, kept going. There was no count of it only. Motorists drove by, some even slowing down to see the young and struggling to hold the blood-covered woman in his arms. Just when he had begun to lose hope, a tempo truck pulled over and his driver, a middle-aged man who spoke Gujarati, stepped out. So there were so many people who actually crossed him on and off, kept going, some actually slowed down to look. And can you look at someone carrying a girl who is bleeding? Then no one stopped to help him. Finally, Baleshwar had lost all his hopes and he said, I can't do anything. He was also getting tired. But right at that point, who stopped? A Gujarati man stopped, and he was a tempo truck. It was a tempo truck. He pulled over and he saw that this man is carrying this girl. Help me, Baleshwar pleaded. Pleaded means begged, requested. Please help me. And the man helped Baleshwar lay Roma down in the back of his truck. Then this man got down. He helped him to put Roma back of his truck. Baleshwar was quickly telling the driver what had happened when a traffic policeman arrived. Now Baleshwar was telling that boy what all had happened, how she met with an accident, how he picked her up, how he got her out. Then came a policeman. Take the girl to Airoli, suggested the cop. There's a hospital there. Now what did the cop do? In spite of helping them, in spite of stopping the traffic and all, he said take her to Airoli. Airoli was another place and he told there is a hospital there, take her there. But Baleshwar disagreed. Baleshwar said no. What is it? Agreed, disagreed. Two different things, opposites. Disagreed. He said no, I am not going to do that. Airoli was at least 10 kilometers away. Airoli was 10 kilometers away. By the time she will lose her life. There's a closer place I know of, said Baleshwar. 10 minutes later, they arrived at a small hospital. Now in this hospital, all the nurses helped her to go inside. But as the facility lacked personnel, what is personnel? Staff. Now at this hospital, there was not too much of staff. They did not have too many doctors, too many nurses, and also equipments. And equipment, the on-duty physician wasn't able to do more than give basic first aid. So the on-duty boy could not do much, but he could only give a basic first aid. Okay? He advised that she be moved to a nearby hospital. So after doing that, he said it's a head injury, right? Whenever it's a head injury, it is very, very risky. So he advised them to go to a nearby hospital. Baleshwar and the driver had no choice but to move her back into the truck. Now after doing that, they took her back to the truck because it was risky. Head injury was risky. So they were taking her to another hospital. When the vehicle lurched forward, that means moved unsteadily. Now he was driving very fast and he was also panicking, the driver. When you're panicking, how you drive? You drive unsteadily. You drive very rapidly. Roma stirred and her eyes fluttered. Roma also was moving, with the vehicle, and her eyes were fluttering. That means opened slightly. Little bit her eyes opened. What's your name? Asked Baleshwar, who was with her in the back of the truck. Now when he saw her opening her eyes, he asked her, what's your name? So after the first aid, she became a little better. Okay? Roma, she managed to grind out. That means to say something with some effort. After some effort, she said, my name is Roma. Whom can I call? He asked quickly, fearing that she would black out once more. Blackout means to become unconscious. So already she had lost her conscience, right? And after the first aid, she gained little bit of conscience. After that, when she became in senses, he asked her, because he knew that again she might black out. She might go back to sleep again. So he asked her, what's your name and whom can I call? My brother Dinesh, she said, slowly giving him Dinesh's cell phone number. That was amazing, isn't it? Slowly, he got the number of her brother. Baleshwar memorized it and watched as Roma's eyes soon lost focus and rolled back into the darkness. So for some time she opened her eyes and again she went back. She lost her consciousness again. Chacha, can I borrow your mobile please? Baleshwar asked, and the driver passed him his phone. So he did not have his phone. He asked the driver to give his phone so that he can call her brother. Dinesh Talreja was wrapping up his day at his marketing job at a retail outlet in Ulhasnagar when his phone rang from a number he didn't recognize. Now Dinesh Talreja is who? Our next character. Who is he? Roma's brother. Where does he work? He works as in a marketing job at a retail outlet, at a store. Where does he work? In Ulhasnagar, which is again in Bombay. Now wrapping up, it doesn't mean you wrap a gift. It means close the day's business. He was closing, he was putting his things back, maybe he was counting the cash of the day and closing, trying to, because it was 6:30, 7 o'clock evening time. And outlet means a shop, his shop in Ulhasnagar. Dinesh bhai, a young voice asked. Now this number he did not recognize, right? So he said hello and the voice in front says, Dinesh bhai, your sister Roma has fallen out of a train and we are taking her to a Divine Hospital in Ghansoli. So he told him that your sister actually met with an accident. She fell from the train and we are taking her to this hospital in Ghansoli. He said fast. I'm on my way, said Dinesh, rushing towards his motorcycle. Now as soon as he heard that his sister is hurt and going to a hospital, he said, I am on my way. Roma arrived at Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital and Research Center minutes later. Now they took Roma to a bigger hospital because head injury, they had to take lot of tests. Dr. Anil Agarwal, who treated her? Dr. Anil Agarwal. Now children, this is a real life story. This has actually happened. This is an episode that has already happened and that the author has converted into a story. The medical director there, seeing the extent of Roma's injuries, admitted her immediately to the ICU without any paperwork. Now, as soon as she entered the hospital, the doctor there, Dr. Anil, he did not even let them fill any paper like the name and all that you fill in the hospital below. That's called the paperwork. He said, no, first I have to admit her to an ICU. She's got hurt very badly on her head. So they rushed her to the ICU without even bothering about any kind of paperwork. He asked Baleshwar to hang around. What is hang around? Hang around is wait. He asked Baleshwar to wait there for some time until Roma's family arrived. That was when they noticed that the driver, having done all he could, had slipped away with his truck. Oh, I couldn't even thank him, Baleshwar thought. When they came to this big hospital and Baleshwar went out to thank the truck driver, he was not there. He went away and Baleshwar couldn't even thank him. Roma was still unconscious, but her x-rays showed that although the injuries looked severe, all she needed were deep wound sutures. Sutures are stitches that are used to sew a wound together. Now, although the wound looked big, but they could stitch it and make it fine. It was not that bad. There would be no lasting damage, but Dr. Agarwal believes she could have bled to death had nobody helped her. Because he got her to the hospital on time, she was saved. Imagine if she was left there and she bled. Bled, what is bleed? Bleed is bleeding, that time, present. Bled is past, okay? She bled so much and if she was left to bleed there, then no one could have saved her. No one. Yes, it was Baleshwar who got her in time, so she was saved. Even the doctors believed that she could have saved because of him. When she finally opened her eyes that night, her brother and fiancé were by her side. Who were there by her side? Brother and fiancé. She could barely speak, not able to speak. She could speak very little because she was really badly hurt. Just nodded and fell asleep again. Why? Because she was under a lot of medication, so she was feeling sleepy. When Baleshwar came to meet her the next morning, Roma was still partially sedated. So Baleshwar came back to meet her the next morning. It is so nice of him to do that. When he had come to meet, she was still partially sedated. That means half awake due to drugs. Now so many medicines were given to her for her pain. She was in a lot of pain. So she was half asleep, half awake. What is partially? Half. On his way, Baleshwar had even revisited the spot where Roma had fallen. So when he had come to the hospital, he went to the spot where Roma had fallen, looking for her belongings because Dinesh had told him that her cell phone and handbag were missing. When he had met Dinesh in the hospital, who's Dinesh? Roma's brother. So Dinesh had told him that her bag and cell phone was not there. So he had gone to see the spot. Not far from the spot, a railway employee assured Baleshwar that some of Roma's belongings had been found. So a railway employee said that yes, we found Roma's belongings and it is in that office. You can take it from there. How are you feeling? Baleshwar asked Roma. I'm okay, Roma whispered. In a few days, Roma made a full recovery. She was fine in some days. I can't imagine what would have happened if Baleshwar hadn't been there, she says, amazed to learn of the manner in which she had been rescued. For her, this episode will remain in her mind throughout. Yes, because the way she was saved, it is like a second life to her, isn't it? The way she was saved. I think it's astonishing that a stranger would jump off a train and risk his life for me. I can never repay Baleshwar. She is saying that she is so thankful to this stranger who did not even think of his life. He also could have got hurt, isn't it, when he jumped from his train? He did not think. I'm new to Mumbai, but I've noticed that people here are afraid. She said, I'm new to Mumbai, but I'm seeing people here are afraid. They are very, very scared to even decide something, says Baleshwar, who is still looking for a job. They fear getting trapped in the courts or with the police. So many times people don't want to get into this because they're very scared of getting into the cops or police station and all that. So they don't want to take steps. So why did he do it? She needed help. Baleshwar puts it simply. That day it was Roma. Tomorrow it could be you or me by the tracks, bleeding and alone, isn't it? Don't you always think that maybe it could be us who will need some help? So at that point, what will we do? So we should always think like that. Yes? So always, children, whatever the situation is, help someone who is in need. If your friend has fallen down, pick him up, carry him to the hospital, help them. Don't think of getting caught by the police or this and that. Everything can be taken care of later. The main point, priority at that point is to save someone's life. Okay? Now, we already finished question 1 in the part 1 of the chapter. This is question 2. Baleshwar jumped into action to save the girl. His actions in doing so are given in a jumbled manner here. Set them in the right sequence as in the text. Come on, let's do it. I've already written the answer for you. You can tick the answer like that. The first one is the C. He saw the girl bleeding. Then he prayed silently. Then he carried the girl. Then Baleshwar crossed the track. And then he requested motorists to help him. Okay? So this is the correct series of the answer. You can tick it if you want right now. Question number 3. Write briefly the personal details such as qualification and profession of Roma Talreja and Baleshwar Mishra after discussion with your classmates. Now let's see both the characters. Roma Talreja, 21-year-old, BCom, graduate from Pune. She is working where? As a call center executive for 2 years. She loved her job, talking and connecting to customers and making new friends. She is feeling happy and active. Baleshwar Mishra is how old? 20-year-old. High school dropout. He is tall and thin. Youngster from, where is he from? Mirzapur, UP. He is unemployed recently and he came to Mumbai. In Mumbai, he is living with his 2 elder brothers and hunting for a job. But his effort is not fruitful. All these answers are given in the app. Please open the app, copy the answers in your notebook and underline the important points. That's how you will remember. Okay? Question 4. Take the girl to Airoli, suggested the cop, but Baleshwar disagreed. Why did he do so? Airoli was at least 10 kilometers away and Baleshwar knew of a small hospital at a closer place. Moreover, Roma, who was bleeding, was unconscious and Baleshwar must have considered each minute crucial. So he disagreed with the suggestion given by the cop. Every minute was important for him, isn't it? Because he was saving a life. And already they had wasted a lot of time. So he wanted to go to a hospital which is the closest at that time. Question 5. Some incidents mentioned in paragraph 12 are given in a jumbled order below. Rearrange them sequentially. So first was, okay, I'm going to give you the answer and we will read according to the answer. The first will come as B. First, Baleshwar and Roma Talreja arrived at a small hospital and then the nurses in the hospital helped Baleshwar to take young woman inside the hospital, okay, and then the hospital lacked the facility and personnel to treat Roma. And then comes the on-duty physician advised Baleshwar to take Roma to a nearby hospital. Okay, you have to read all the sentences first and then go series wise. Question 6. Was Baleshwar right in asking Roma her name while she lay in a critical condition? Justify your answer. Yes, he had to know who she was so that he could inform her near ones. He had done his best, but there were other things which only family members could decide on. So it was imperative that Baleshwar make Roma talk to get the required piece of information. It's very important, always remember that if you're talking to a stranger, if a stranger is troubled or in this kind of situation, ask about them, their details, and then only you can go further. If she fell asleep again, how will he know where she comes from, who's her family, whom to call, isn't it? Question 7. Baleshwar had a good memory. Do you agree with this? Give example to support your view. Obviously, yes, he remembered the phone number, didn't he? Yes, I agree with this. When Baleshwar asked her whom should he inform, for that Roma said her brother Dinesh and his phone number. There is no time to write. He memorized that number and called him. This incident shows that Baleshwar had a good memory. Okay? Done. We are on question 8 now. All the questions are on page 31 of your textbook. Okay, children? The doctor at the Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital admitted Roma without any formalities. What made him do so? On seeing the head injury, the doctor must have decided that the girl needed immediate attention. Though the injury turned out to be less serious than what it was feared to be, there was no way for the doctor to know that before an examination. Moreover, irrespective of the extent of the injury, the fact remained that Roma had been bleeding for quite some time, isn't it? So the doctor, who did not stand on formalities but cared for human beings, admitted Roma without any formalities so that immediate treatment could be given. If we have more doctors like the doctor at the Divine Multi-Speciality Hospital, many lives can be saved. Some doctors are very rude and very selfish. They first trouble the patient so much to extract a lot of money from them. Some doctors give you 20 tests which are not even required so that the hospital gets money. But a doctor like this is needed everywhere. If we have more doctors like this, humanity is alive and we can save so many lives. Yes. Question 9. How did the truck driver help Baleshwar? The truck driver was also selfless. Selfless means he did not think about himself. He was selfless and not selfish. Kind-hearted man. He helped Baleshwar in taking Roma to a nearby hospital when it was known that Roma had to be taken to a bigger hospital. He continued to help Baleshwar. He lent Baleshwar his cell phone so that Roma's people could be informed. After there was no more need of his help, he quietly moved away without waiting for words of gratitude or appreciation. He did not wait for him to give money or thank you. It's people like Baleshwar and the driver who make us believe in the goodness of human beings, that still good people exist. Question 10. Baleshwar felt that the people of Mumbai were afraid. What were they afraid of according to his opinion? People of Mumbai were afraid of getting involved. They were afraid that if they helped accident victims, they would get trapped in the courts or with the police for question answers unnecessarily. Question 11. If Baleshwar had not come forward to help Roma, what do you think would have happened to her? Well, a lot of things would have happened, isn't it? There are many possibilities. The worst possibility is Roma could have bled to death even though the head injury was not very severe. At that point, head injury was not severe, but it had to be treated on time, with no one either spotting Roma or everyone being indifferent to Roma. A more optimistic viewpoint at the possibility of another passerby helping Roma and Roma being saved by the kind gesture of that passerby. However, there is also the possibility of Roma being handicapped or paralyzed for life, even if she were to get help because of the time lapse between the accident and the time of treatment. Now, if Baleshwar would have thought to take her to the hospital which the cop suggested, Roma could have been paralyzed because she was bleeding so much. Lot of things would have happened to her. But because he thought that no, right now because she's bleeding so much, I have to take her to the closest hospital, was a great thought at that time. Okay. Question 12. Dalai Lama says, love and compassion are the true religions to me. But to develop this, we do not need to believe in any religion, right? What is the only religion that exists? It's love and compassion. We don't need to divide anyone by religion. It's only love that can be spread. Does this relate to this lesson? There is a girl by the tracks. How? And discuss it. Yes, Dalai Lama's saying are related to this lesson. Here, Baleshwar didn't know the religion of Roma when he decided to help her. Did he know who she was? No. Did he know where she belonged to? Did he know that she's a Gujarati or a Punjabi? No. He just knew that she needed him at that point. Really, to love and show concern to the people do not depend on religion. Here, Baleshwar had real love, compassion and concern about human beings. This is the true religion. In this aspect, it relates to Dalai Lama's saying. Okay? So, here we have finished all the question answers also, children. One thing I would like to say at the end of the chapter is, don't ever see a person by their religion, money or anything like that. Your friends, your family, any stranger, they need help anytime, be there for them. Yes, okay. So, with this note, I end the chapter. There's a girl by the tracks. I hope you understood the chapter. All the question answers are answered. There are quizzes, review questions in the app. Please solve them. Anything that you need from us, we're always there. Signing out, Kashish Chuk.